Welcome back. Saturday, the 28th of October 2023 marks the 19th edition of the Namibia Annual Sport Awards to be hosted at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund in the Erongo Region. Chief Administrator of the Namibia Sports Commission, Freddy Mwiya, now joins us to give us an update of how the preparations are going. Freddy, good evening and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening and good evening, Namibians.
The expo kicked off yesterday. Just give us an update on how yesterday and, of course, today went.
Yeah, to give a background, we know the Namibian Sports Expo was endorsed by Cabinet in 2019. And the one we are hosting now, we call it the 4th edition of the Namibian Sports Expo. It kicked yesterday. What happened yesterday, early in the morning of yesterday, we started with a sport conference where we are having delegates from Uganda, delegates from Mozambique, and quite a number of people from Namibia. What is so significant about people from Namibia, we have got at least 11 regions well represented in the conference. Then we have also a lot of federation and a lot of sport experts. So yesterday we spent the whole day from 8 o'clock in the morning up to 1700 hours discussing matters pertaining to sport. What was, something of a highlight for yesterday's discussion is that we also looked about the life of former, Olympians, Freeze, and also we looked about the current Olympians, Maslingi, delivering about their road and, the challenge that they've been experiencing in sport industry. So we also had Coach Hank, also, one of the well-known coach, and also Coach Letu, from Namibian perspective. We also discussed quite a number of issues about, brain gym, because brain gym is one of the new concepts that we need now for athletes, how they prepare their mind when they go for international games. We also focus much about sport development in terms of school sports, because, for us to produce elite athletes, there's a need for us to look about how best we go on the grassroots level and also ensure that we get every, talent from, the rural areas and also bring them to high elite, sports. The theme is much about high, performance in Africa. That's why we could see that we had quite a number of people from outside. In the same vein, we carried on today. So today we actually also carried on with various activities. We looked about entrepreneurship in sport. We looked about employment of youth through sport, which was also delivered by the Director of Sport within the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Services. And we also looked about what is the mandate of the Sports Commission, what the Sports Commission have to offer. That was also a moving part because we realized many people did not understand the function and the powers of the Commission in terms of the regulation of the act. So all in all, around about 1600 hours, we closed the conference, but the expo started already early in the morning today. And an hour from now, an hour later, which have passed already, we did the official opening of the Sport Expo. So as we speak now, the expo is going on because it will go up to 10 o'clock. We still have the Sport Expo tomorrow again, starting from 9 o'clock, going up to around about 10 o'clock. Saturday, then the expo goes up to around about 1 o'clock. Then in the evening, the biggest event, the Namibian Sports Award 2019. We have combined the two, so that at least this becomes a build-up to the Namibian Sports Award, whereby most of our athletes have to be rewarded.
And then how are preparations coming along for the Sports Awards?
I'm telling you, we are evergreen in the way we do our business. That's why my team have been on the ground from Sunday. As we speak now, we are already finished with the preparation of the hall. We are busy there, doing all the needed, touch in here and there. But all in all, I think everything is in place. But we know by tomorrow we are going to start with the rehearsals, the dry run that we need to start preparing, because all our athletes tomorrow, they are arriving in town because we have booked them all, because everybody must be in here by Friday. Because early morning Saturday we have got a lot of line-up activities. We need to do, some parade in town, with the navies and the military band that we sensitize the Erongo region that here we are, so at least people, they come in numbers in the evening.
Talk to us about some of the different categories or awards that will be presented at the event.
Yeah, quite. We have got around about 20 various categories that will be presented. The major categories that we know about, junior sportsmen, junior sportswoman, senior sportsmen, senior sportswoman, and also disability sports. We've got all those categories of disability sports. We also look about, federation. We also look about empires. I may say, all in all, out of the 20, we have actually looked at all areas. We also look about the journalists. They also need to be awarded. So by the end of the day, we are not just focusing on the athletes. We look about the role of administrators in sport, the role of media in sport, and we look about the athletes themselves. And also we will look about them. What does federation do? It's for that reason that we do a holistic approach when we are awarding our athletes and also awarding federation for whatever they've done for the course of the year. So the other category that we were looking at, which when we were having the conference today, which we are going just to introduce from next year, we are looking about how can we introduce a category for the best region in terms of regional activities. That's why the regional sports, personnel from various regions were also in our conference. But for the meantime, we are going to focus on the 20, but we will see how best we have to expand our 20th edition, which will be next year.
Fantastic. Mr. Freddy Mwiya, your final remarks to the public, especially those that would like to attend and, want to get tickets to the event.
The final remark that one can give is, we have made the tickets very much affordable. What we have done with the tickets, individual tickets, we have actually put the individual tickets now at a price of 200 Namibian dollars. That's why we are busy doing activations, because we want people to be able to come and celebrate the achievement of our athletes. That's why the tickets are quite cheaper. But believe me, the atmosphere is high. We have got, quite very, very good performers which are lined up to entertain the public. So obviously we look forward for that, and we invite many, especially those within the Erongo region and those in the, in the closed areas, that they can definitely drive to Swakopmund. They must come and join us, and let's come and celebrate. It is our athletes that we need to celebrate. These are the Namibian athletes that we need to celebrate, because we need to be proud as Namibians that when our athletes perform at the international scene, when they have to be rewarded, we need to come in numbers and cheer them up again, so that they can be able to work and prepare themselves for next year, come Olympic Games, come African Games for next year.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time. We know that you're busy over there at the coast, and all the best with the final preparations. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
We appreciate it. Good evening.
Well, before we end of the show, we've got a musical treat for you, and then after that it's